emergencies don't wait. And when a severe reaction happens, being prepared makes all the difference. Now, there's a needle-free option, a new way to carry epinephrine that makes it easier than ever to be ready. No needles, no hesitation. Because when the unexpected happens, the best thing you can do is be ready. Know the risk, know the options. Be ready to act. Learn more at foodallergy.org/ready to act.
Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, and I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants to smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Who we got in the chat? S.E. Kawanda, Sincere Ronnie Ray Real in the chat. Jeff is in the chat. Look, I'll say this. I was talking to my brother the other day, and we talk about just things about life and how kindness many times is taken for weakness. And I want to talk about this because sometimes you can kind of get ahead of this because you can't save everybody. This is where I say when people cross the wires between what they're capable of doing and then having this false idea of potential or being the hero in everybody's situation. Now, I'm an advocate, and I deal with a lot of situations, but I tell family sometimes, I be like, you did too much right here. It ain't nothing I can do. Like, I know my limitations. I can do a lot, but you got to meet me halfway on some things. Like, I can do a lot for people. I can help. I can do a lot. But sometimes when I hear people say certain things, I be like, I can't help that because you did too much. Like you made it impossible for somebody to help you. And if you just narrow it down to just people in your life, many times people are hurting because they felt that they were taken advantage of. Well, I got a scale. I'm going to get right to it. I got a scale that I usually measure people by when it comes to helping. And it kind of go like this. If I help you one time, that's fine. I help you. Help is love. To me, help is love. We ain't got to hang out. We ain't got to be best buddies. If I help you, I love you. One. Let's say you circle back around the second time. I'll help you the second time, and I'll say, okay, all right, I'll help. I mean, it's two times. But when I get to the third time, and you call me again, and on the third time, I may not come after the third time. Because if you're not pouring back into me as a person, like if I went 3 times and you didn't help me one time, or you didn't offer to do anything for me one time, I'm gonna throw the red flag. I'm gonna take out the flag like the NFL coach, and I'm gonna toss the flag on the play. Because now I'm pouring into your cup from my cup, and you're not pouring something back into my cup. So I go in threes. So once I get to that third time, I'm taking out the flag. I'm going to call instant replay. I want an instant replay because I want to make sure it's the right call. You know, I'm going to challenge it. What they call a challenge flag. And some of us, y'all help somebody 100 times, and they don't never pour it back into your cup. And they don't even have to try to fill up the cup. They could just do little stuff. You see that, hey, you could do little small things around that need to be done, or, hey, look, do you want something to eat, or can I get you some dinner or something? Thank you for what just a token of appreciation. And that's pouring back into somebody that's helpful. Like, you don't have to do what they have done. Maybe you're not capable of doing what they were doing for you. But you can do a little something like, hey, look, I'm going to come cut your grass, I'm going to come over and cut your grass today, and the person may say, you know what? No, you don't need to do that. I'm fine. No, I insist because I appreciate what, just little stuff. I'm just using cutting grass. I'm talking about you can find something to pour back into that person that's continuously giving and helping. And I feel like some people don't have a measuring stick of how to say, okay, wait a minute, I may be being taken advantage of. You might be taking advantage of me. Let's review the play. Let's get the referees together. Let's get in the huddle. Cause I'm doing all of this, and you're not pouring back in or trying to reciprocate what I'm trying to do, or what I'm doing for you is not being reciprocated. And this is what I always tell people. You can do something. There ain't no way I'm going to believe somebody can't do anything. Stop it. And it don't have to be nothing big. It don't even have to be as big as what I'm trying to do. It could be something small, servitude. Like let me come and clean up, something. Like, I know you've been busy lately. Let me, help pick up something, or, let me find something to do. Let me make myself useful to show that I really care. That's all I'm saying. Minister Kevin says a lot of times they can't pour back into your cup because theirs have a hole in. No, look, I see people going out and getting shoes. They pouring into the fashion cup. They pouring into the McDonald's cup. They pouring into the Walmart cup. So now you're saying that they can't pour into your cup. Stop it. I don't believe that. I'm not saying it got to be something major. All I'm saying is it could be something to show appreciation. Even if you offer and the person say, you know what, you don't have to do that. That's still, I'm trying to check to make sure that I'm making sure that I give value back to you. And I'm not talking about the same value, because sometimes you can't replace the value of what people are doing. But you can assist. You poured into the church down the street cup. You would have poured into the church cup. You know what I mean? You'd have gave in something into the basket. You'd have placed something into the basket. All I'm saying is you can look at it however you want to look at it. But if you don't have guards up, they are going to take your kindness for the weakness. That's all I'm saying. Now, you don't come to me and say they took advantage of you then if you don't care. But you know what? The person who always gives a lot, I run into people and be like, Tory, I'm tired of giving. I'm tired of helping people because they didn't took advantage of me. And I say, and I give them a harsh reality check. I tell them, you helped the wrong people. You helped the wrong people. Because if you're feeling burnt out, that means that you helped the wrong people. You did something for the wrong person that took you for granted, and now you're trying to take it out on other people. Learn how to help people. I help people every day. I don't never get tired. I help people even before I came on the show, I had people that were living in apartment settings that they called me for assistance. And I'm helping them. I'm helping everybody, some of everything all the time. You know why? Because I know how to keep my boundaries so I don't run empty. And the only reason I don't run empty is because I do exactly what I can do, and I don't stretch myself. And I got boundaries. Some of y'all will help one person 1,000 times. And when that one person walk away and say you didn't do nothing, you mad. Because you helped one person 1,000 times, and that one person said you was crap. Now, all of that 1,000 times you helped them, now you mad. I helped you and did all of this. And they walked away, and now you're upset. What I do is I help 1,000 people one time. I come in, I help them, and I go. So if one person says something crazy, I still got 999 people that can vouch and say, hey, look, okay, this is somebody that's trying to help. Y'all done poured y'all eggs all into one basket that didn't give a damn about you. And y'all need to stop that. They're takers. You gave to takers. You gave to somebody who scammed you. And everybody gonna get taken a few times in their lifetime. I tell people, it's nobody gonna escape this life without somebody taking advantage of. Ain't nobody gonna leave this world without being taken advantage of. But at some point, you gotta realize, okay, I gotta have a measuring stick so I don't run empty.
All right, don't let that go over your heads. When we come back, we're going to get into the show, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
And that's Tory Lowe bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game. In 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on Bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law offices make our community a better place.
They are the best. For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law offices.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe. We can handle this situation two ways. The low way or the slow way. Let's go. Tory Lowe. Mr. 888, Mr. 5 points. Get it straight. Advocate Tory Lowe. Let's go. It's the show. Lowe. The voice of the voiceless. Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Milwaukee grocery store closures spark a city action plan. I guess all of these grocery stores is closed, and they saying that we were already a food desert, but now a lot of these grocery stores are causing concerns. They're saying that they're creating an action plan. If you're watching as we broadcast live, we got some video on this. Let's listen.
This Century on Silver Spring and 64th is now closed. In January, the Aldi near Sherman and Custer boarded up. And last year, the Pick and Save near 35th and North also shut down. Last month, the owner of Sherman Park Grocery Store worried he was next.
We're saying to folks and our community
hey, people and purchases will keep our doors open.
He blamed problems like theft, rising food costs, the government shutdown's impact on food share, and damage from the August flood. Today, the store is still open, but not without worry.
Our journey since last month has been amazing, with folks helping us share our situation. And we've had some folks step up, like our customer base has increased, but we haven't turned the corner as of yet.
Now, some members of Milwaukee's Common Council propose a new ordinance. It would call on the Department of City Development to work with the Health Department and other agencies. They'd have to create a plan for recruiting and keeping grocery stores and pharmacies. Yes, there's a plan to make a plan.
Creating that subgroup or committee sounds amazing to me. I'm all for it.
State Representative Russell Goodwin, who represents parts of Northwest Milwaukee, tells me he's worried this problem is spreading.
It's not something that the government can fix alone, and it's not something that nonprofits can fix alone, but it's something that we have to work on fixing together. If leadership doesn't get bold enough, Milwaukee's going to be left behind.
All right. Some people would say we already behind, left behind. I think he was trying to, be nice, But if they left and the doors are closed, you got left behind. So, it ain't like they're ahead of it where, they're trying to prevent it. No, these stores are closed. They got the cardboard on the front. You can't even see the window. That's how you know it's really shut down, when you can't see the glass, when they got the wood over there so nobody don't break into the facility because they may be trying to lease it out to somebody else to do something else. And all I'm saying is they knew that we had a food desert problem. See, this is why I say the reactionary, when you got people in the black community saying, hey, look, we need more opportunities to get fresh groceries and things like that. And people that don't have cars, they want to be able to walk down the street in their neighborhood or closer in their neighborhood. They don't want to have to drive 3 miles every time they need to go get fresh groceries and things like that. Well, this has been a problem. We've been talking about this food desert concept since the Tory Lowe show started. Now it's worse. What you mean you don't want to get left behind? They gone. It's less stores than it was then, when I started the show. Talk about reactionary. Okay, what's the plan? They got to come up with an idea to make a plan to get to the plan. But how many stores are going to close in the meantime? I had seen something that I screenshotted on social media, and that was today. And I'm gonna read this. And I don't know. I haven't went up to the place to try to see what it was, but I shared it on my Facebook page and I screenshotted this. And I didn't even, have this story in mind when I did this. I just saw it on social media. I screenshotted it. I shared it. And I already know we living in food deserts, but there is a gas station that's on 8th and Keith that was a black-owned gas station for a long time, and now they're saying that they're about to close or they having problems. All I'm saying is these are ideas in the black community that we don't serve. Or I'm not saying we don't serve them, but they're not getting enough service. I'll say that. Because I do go get gas from the black-owned gas station on 8th and Keith sometimes. Sometimes their prices be higher than others, but maybe it's not a lot of frequent people getting the gas from them. So in order to break even, they got to, keep the gas prices high. But I talked about this. Why don't we have consistent businesses in our neighborhoods on every other block, just like everybody else? What I'm seeing is if we don't regroup, rethink, and reshape and start to be entrepreneurs again and start to circulate our dollars. We talk about circulating the dollars in our community through our own businesses. Well, they said that the black dollar only comes into the community for 6 hours. So it's not hitting the grocery stores in our community. It's not hitting the black-owned gas station in our community. It's going out there in other communities circulating for 28 days, for 19 days, for 10 days in other communities because we're spending our money with everybody else. If we'd have kept the dollars in our neighborhood, these people wouldn't have this problem. Somebody even told me when I was talking about these stores closing, they said, well, what about the stealing that's going on? Well, a lot of these stores are insured. They got insurance. So if people steal, they got insurance, they got other ways to deal with that, but you shouldn't be stealing. But that ain't the reality. That ain't the reality. Sometimes, even in good neighborhoods, people steal out the store. So let's not just say that it's only in poor communities. It's probably happening a lot more because people are in need, in survival mode. But what I'm saying is they got things that they can do, to try to get around a lot of this. When you're talking about not having fresh groceries, when you're talking about not having stores in the community, this is something that I believe that's strategic because every time we lose a store, every time we lose a grocery store, even though we're living in the food desert, another dialysis center pop up for diabetes, for health issues. It's how many dialysis centers we got in the city of Milwaukee on the north side. Every time I look up, one of my relatives are going to the dialysis. All I'm saying is the stores is closing and the dialysis centers is opening up. That's what I'm seeing. It's 33 dialysis centers that's in the city. 33. And how many grocery stores we got? I'm just saying. So they know it's a food desert. They know that people don't have access to fresh fruit like that, fresh fruits and vegetables like that. You know, some people who really make an effort, they can get around this. But what that leads to is health issues and other issues with the body. And now you got dialysis centers all over the place. 33. According to Andrew and what he was looking up. I understand what I'm saying. So is this a plan? I ain't going to get too deep. It's too early in the show for me to do them deep dives. I'm just throwing it out there. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have a Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. I want to see what's going on with Giannis. This deadline is coming. The deadline is tomorrow. We're going to talk about it when we get back, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Skilled trade workers are the backbone of every community and also the Army National Guard. Soldiers trained to keep the power flowing, engines running, and in every other trade needed to accomplish the mission. These soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Truth Nation, it's time once again to celebrate excellence, passion, and the power of community at the 2nd Annual Truth Community Awards, happening Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 inside the 3rd Street Market Hall in downtown Milwaukee. This award show will honor the unsung heroes who show up, give back, and make a positive impact in our community every single day. We are rolling out the red carpet and showing love to those who truly deserve it. Buy your tickets now by visiting 1017thetruthAwards.com. Tickets are just $20, which includes free food and exclusive Truth giveaways. Join the 1017 The Truth team for an unforgettable night of entertainment, inspiration, and community pride at the 2nd Annual Truth Community Awards on Friday, February 20th at Venue 3 in Milwaukee. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Milwaukee College Prep, Cousin Subs, Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall, and the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. With trade rumors swirling around Milwaukee and Pfizer Forum, the Bucks picked up a much-needed win against the I-94 rivalry Chicago Bulls. Doc Rivers on NBA Countdown about the trade rumors.
Giannis just said everything that we need to hear, that he wants to be a Buck, he loves the city, and that's all I can go by as a coach right now.
And of course, Pete Nance after the 131-115 win over the Bulls.
Things haven't been going the way we want them to be, but for us to come together as a group tonight and get this win is huge for morale.
Tonight, the Bucks face Zion Williamson and the Pelicans in Milwaukee. That game begins at 7. In college basketball, UWM faces the Detroit Titans tonight at 7, while Marquette and the Badgers return Saturday at 1 p.m. and 11 a.m. This Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Put on your shoes. Tory Lowe is coming through. Tory Lowe, get on the floor. You want some more? Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Nazir Spencer in studio.
Yo.
How you doing, Nas?
I'm good. Well, you know, these trade rumors are kind of ruining my mood.
Okay, I've been biting my fingernails.
No, don't do that.
Because tomorrow is the deadline, and Giannis is all in the trade rumors. But what team has a real shot with the right assets for the trade before tomorrow? Could it be a trade
now
for Giannis tomorrow?
Let me make this clear. Any team that trades for Giannis is going to suck. Okay? What I mean by that, unless it goes to the Timberwolves, which I'll get to in a second.
Right.
Any team that trades for this man, they're going to get gutted. What I mean by that, all their players are coming to Milwaukee and their picks. All the valuable ones, not like superstar status. I mean like bench role players. Like for example, Miami Heat, they offering Tyler Hero, a local Milwaukee.
He stays injured though.
Yeah, but he still got value, you know, because when he's healthy, he a baller.
Okay, and maybe since when he come back to Wisconsin, he might.
You know what I'm saying?
He might ball out.
Right. So that's one example, like a role player, a six man, something like that, someone who can play and start for us. Now, the Timberwolves are the top of the market right now for Giannis if he wants to get traded by tomorrow. Okay, I don't think it's gonna happen personally, but they're not willing to give up Dante DiVincenzo, who's a former Buck, by the way, won a championship with us. He was injured, but still won one. They're talking about they're not trying to trade him. Anthony Edwards, obviously, and I believe Rudy Gobert is off the market. I don't know about Julius Randle. Julius Randle might be able to come here.
Well, it doesn't matter who comes to Milwaukee because we're in a rebuild. Whoever comes here, they're in rebuilding stage.
So the thing is, we need picks, and Wolves don't got the picks.
We need the picks. That's all I'm saying.
They don't got the picks.
But it's ideal for Giannis.
Because he wants to play with Ant.
And if he goes to play with Ant, that may be a tandem that
it'd be scary.
We didn't expect.
Right.
Okay.
It'd be scary hours, I ain't gonna lie.
But, you know, you got the rumors of Golden State. You got the rumors of Miami. Even they said Dame Lillard behind the scenes on the phone.
Yeah, you already know. He's
trying to get him over to Portland.
He love Giannis, man.
But the Journal just released the article that said Giannis said in his heart.
Yeah.
He want to be a Milwaukee Bucks for life.
Yep. And it don't really make sense to me. He went over saying, like, you know, he loves the city. His dad's buried here. He had his kids here. You know, he got married here.
He got his start here.
He got his start here. He got his ring here.
They trained him up to be a monster.
They raised him.
When he first started playing for the Bucks, he was scrawny.
The Bradley Center.
Yeah, I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is, he wasn't the Giannis we see now.
Right.
They worked with him, trained him up, got him ready, and so he was homegrown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about he didn't come out of high school like
right. He didn't come out like LeBron.
He didn't come out like LeBron, really just
or Kobe
slicing and dicing. You know what I mean? So the attachment with Giannis to the city is deep.
Yeah.
Because we really took him in. Like he was like a baby, and we took him in and just, wholeheartedly loved on him and supported him.
No, the city loves him, bro. The city raised him. He makes that all the time. And, he got his American slang from here. He started talking, a little bit more like us.
Right.
And he loves it.
On the G.
Look. Look. All right now. Now.
That's my brother.
Exactly. Now, Damian Lillard, he was saying that stuff last year too. Fun fact. But look, Giannis, look, man, I don't know where he want to go. I don't even know if he really want to stay. I know he gonna say that. But if he don't get traded, do he play another game?
Well, I say this: if they keep Giannis after tomorrow, I don't think he's about to hit the court again. Man, I think his agents, I think everybody's like, okay, to keep the value, even for the Bucks.
Yeah.
Because if he get out there and he gets hurt,
even practicing is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. If he hurts himself, all the value is gone. It reduces the value. And the injuries he had this year was non-contact injuries. You didn't see him.
Same thing.
You never really seen.
Yeah.
Nobody fell on him, and it didn't look like it was even look like he got touched when he said he was severely injured or he had an injury.
Yeah, something like
so why would you have him back out there, even if you keep him, to risk
but
having that injury?
At the end of the day, though, it's up to him. Like if he want to play again, though, like if he saying that he want to be in Milwaukee and he loves Milwaukee and all this and that, if he play, that's up to him. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
But no, it's not.
How?
It's his family involved.
Okay.
It's he got his brothers. His brothers come with the contract.
That's true.
If he unhealthy, his brothers ain't gonna have no career.
That's true.
Okay, so it ain't like it's just him. It's not him. He got a whole
army behind him.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is the Giannis brand is on the line. I don't think he plays again ever on the court with the Bucks. He may get up and wave. He got 4 years left of being top 5 at least. He already got a lot of wear and tear on his body, and you don't want to risk the first round picks that you can get.
Right.
You don't want to risk the trade value. So I don't think we see Giannis on the floor.
The thing is, though, like
if they do keep him,
he don't want to go to a team where it's not his team. And if he goes to Anthony Edwards, that's already Ant team. So like my thing is this: like if he stays here and this is his team, and he wants to make playoffs, that's all he talks about is winning championships, being able to contend. I mean, at this rate, the best we can get right now probably is like an 8 seed, at where we stand right now. And we have to play in the play-in and then fight for the 8 seed.
Okay, but making the playoffs is cool.
Right.
But do you have the potential of going all the way? This is where I say, I mean, all I'm saying is the Bucks are definitely in rebuild mode.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about the coaches under fire. Okay, it's no aspect of the Bucks right now that's not being criticized.
Right.
And Giannis took it personal on him, and I think he mistaked the boos that he was hearing for the product that was on the floor, and he took it personal. When really, fans pay to come be entertained. That's why they say, "Are you not entertained?"
Yeah.
That's why you got to win. These are stadiums that people come to see victory, and Giannis gave us a lot of winning regular seasons. We're not used to seeing a slump regular season with Giannis.
Not at all.
After we started getting better regular seasons.
Right.
Now we're seeing a losing regular season. Right? We trying to hold on by tooth and nail. And I think that we've been spoiled the last couple years with Bucks basketball, at least during the regular season, kind of like the Brewers.
Yeah.
The regular season, we come in there, we bringing our family. We going crazy. We want, the playoffs may be a different story.
Right.
But we're not used to seeing because if you tanking in the regular season, just say it.
Man. Look. I hope he stays. I really do, because that would suck to see him leave and not see him play another game for the Bucks. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do, right? Business is business. So,
do Doc got to go?
Oh, my goodness. I love Doc Rivers as a person. I really do. I met him. Cool man. He's a cool dude. But man, he struggles coaching some young players, man. He really do.
All I know is for the last couple of years, Doc sure know how to explain what they ain't doing.
Exactly. He don't know how to.
He know how to. Well, we wasn't playing up to our best potential.
Well, what can you do?
Like that's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm saying? Like,
he got so good at telling us why they losing that I can't. He can't
tell us how we can win.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like I don't see the plan for winning.
Oh man, look, I'm telling you, he's a cool dude. He's a nice man. It's just coaching is not it right now, man. He can't coach young players, man. Look. Speaking of criticism,
he needs veterans.
He do. He needs some superstars and stuff like that. Whatever. Doc Rivers, man. I love him, but gotta go.
And we gave away a coach with a winning record,
30-13,
and we ain't won since.
Nope. Crazy, right? Look. Speaking of criticism and fans wanting to do this and that, you like the Super Bowl?
Come on now. The Super Bowl is the biggest game in town, the biggest ticket in town, right?
Whatever it is, the big game. Listen. Bad Bunny is performing.
What Bad Bunny at the halftime? I may not watch the halftime show.
I ain't gonna understand it, but listen, it's people kind of going against it, making their own Super Bowl halftime show or big game halftime show. It's a little controversial. They're making Kid Rock is having his own Turning Point USA Super Bowl halftime show.
I might watch that.
You might watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, look. To each his own. Bad Bunny, I just don't understand the songs. I can't understand it. But
what I'm saying is, here we go. And all the controversy around Jay-Z right now.
Oh, man.
Because he put the halftime show together, Rock Nation.
Rock Nation.
But look what's going on with Jay-Z right now. They saying he left the country to an undisclosed location.
Yeah, he don't know where he at. I don't know. Look, he got some explaining to do. What's up with the Super Bowl stuff?
I think he went with Russell Simmons.
Oh man! Explain.
I think him and Russell Simmons somewhere sipping tea.
Oof. Like where though? Like where do you think? Like
I don't know where. Nobody don't even know where Russell Simmons is.
That's true. I don't know either.
But both of them used to be the president of Def Jam.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so they both. Okay.
I forgot about that. You're right.
They might be. He might have told him, "Hey, I'm gonna meet you. I'm gonna come pick you up from the airport."
Man, look, Jay-Z, he got a lot explaining to. Yeah, allegedly. He got a lot explaining to do about that and the Super Bowl or the big game, halftime show and why it's being so controversial the past few years and what's going on with that.
So,
he was doing a good
what's
job
the controversy about Bad Bunny that
everybody just think it's bogus for them to put on the second halftime show, and
it won't be in English.
Well, right.
I'm sure he's going to say something in English because he spoke in English at the Grammys when he was trying to make his point.
If you remember it, when Shakira and J-Lo was at the Super Bowl, they brought him out. He rapped a Spanish song. So
right, but what I'm saying is we know he know how to talk English.
Yeah.
He was talking English on the Grammys when he made his point about how he felt about ICE. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he can talk English.
I don't know if he got songs in it.
Okay, here we go.
That's the issue.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. I don't know what he got going on. I don't know what his playlist look like. I don't know a single song.
I might have to show up and do the halftime show.
Ooh, Tory Lowe?
Play the song my salsa. I might have to get out there.
The halftime Tory Lowe.
Yeah, it's got the salsa too. It got the Latin flavor.
Whoa.
Hey,
it might be better than Bad Bunny.
I might have to go out there. For the halftime show. I might do my own halftime show.
Hold on. He trying to tell us something. You going to the Super Bowl?
I might go live.
You going to the halftime show?
I might go live at halftime with my own.
Oh, yeah. Tory Lowe is telling us something, everybody. He going to the Super Bowl.
Hey, look. When we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hello, is this Shirley?
This is she.
Shirley, you are our Gruber 5K giveaway winner this quarter. Congratulations.
What would you do with $5,000?
Going to look at buying me a pickup truck. That will be some of my down payment.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
I love you guys.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tired of managing your rental property? Or maybe you just don't know where to start? At Odom Investments and Property Management, our professional team handles everything from tenant placement to maintenance and rent collection, so you don't have to. Let us take the stress out of property management. Call 855-ODOM-WAY or 855-636-6929 and experience the Odom way today.
Hey y'all, it's 1017 The Truth's Rhea Riley for Sweet Talks Medical Spa in Menominee Falls. Skip the sterile clinical office feel. Sweet Talk stays on the cutting edge of beauty and wellness innovations in a vibrant, playful space promoting self-love and confidence. Sweet Talk specializes in a range of treatments, including injectables, medical-grade skincare, weight loss, hormone therapies, and more. Not sure where to start? Sweet Talks offers comprehensive wellness consultations to create a customized plan centered around you. Because at Sweet Talks, your goals are their goals. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
For the better, the revolution now is the time we get it together. I made peace with self, now I'm healed and ready. Illuminating from within, I'm prepared and ready. Got my boots strapped, locked and loaded, ready for war. About to take back the corners in the grocery store. Trying to say today I got the cap with a hole in it. Straight out the project, so you know I'm a menace. About to hit the block hard, non-stop till we finish. I'm the cure for the crisis, black, bought that and righteous. Let's go for the children. Here I come to say the
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, Pop Culture Report. Nazir Spencer in the studio.
Yes, sir.
Nazir, I was watching boxing over the weekend, and I saw something that kind of made me believe that this is probably the worst boxing match.
Worse than Jake Paul?
In the history of boxing.
Worse than Jake Paul?
He didn't get his wig pushed back.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
What we talking about?
But what's going on with this boxer that got his top pushed back?
Truth Nation, Gerald Miller, the boxer, got pushed back.
Got his wig ripped off.
Toupee, whatever it is. It
Wow.
Completely ripped off top of his head.
He knocked his toupee off his head.
He thought it was funny. I thought it was embarrassing.
Oh, wow.
What's going on? Like, he thinking this is funny. He said, I called my manager, get me one of those. What? He said he slapped it on real quick. His manager gave it to him. He slapped it on top of his head. Thought it looked cool. And he got pushed back.
This is going viral. This is going viral. Where when he hit him so hard that the toupee flipped up, then he took it off his head and threw it in the crowd.
You know, he paid $700 for that?
$700 for the toupee.
They're spending $700 last minute for the hair.
Oh, wow. I cannot believe that. This has got to be like the worst moment in your life where you a boxer and your family watching. You know, everybody, the world is watching, and your roof come up like this. That's crazy, Andrew. Like,
Doug,
this has got to be bad for those that need a toupee.
No, this really hurt the toupee industry.
Yeah, I'm trying to say.
He didn't even stick it on. It was last minute. Like, at least just go out bald or something.
That's a man unit.
Man.
He knocked his man unit off.
You think what you think worse, a toupee or a man purse?
The toupee. because
come on.
Because why don't you just go bald?
Some
Why
people
what you trying to
wanna have
hold
hair,
on?
Tory.
Okay, but why would you go boxing with a toupee on?
See, that's the problem.
Somebody's gonna hit you in the face,
That's
and
what I'm saying.
it's gonna come unglued.
The problem is boxing with it on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. And then he tapped his head like, oh, man, it fell off. It's on the ground in the middle of the ring. And he looking like, oh, dang. Like, what I'm supposed to do? I can't put it back on. So he had to box the rest of the fight without the toupee on. And his hair looked messed up, looked funky. It don't even look good. Like, $700? $700? What could you do with $700, Tory Lowe? Would you buy a toupee for that?
All right. All I'm gonna say is, thank God that I don't have to have a toupee.
Right.
But if the day come when my hairline get pushed back,
oh man,
I'm going Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, go ball. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why you ain't just go ball?
I'm gonna go ski ball because you know what? That means my time is up. Sometimes people hold on too long. They try to hold on too long or become a monk. You know.
Oh wow.
That's another option.
A monk. So wait, I can't let you walk past that. The monk.
I'm just trying to tell you. I don't know if I, especially
make an AI video of you being a monk.
Well, I did that already. It's on my page.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I got all my hair. You know. But what I'm saying is, this is embarrassing. But he made it funny. He talked about it. He had a great attitude about it.
Yeah.
And he kept it moving, and he made fun of himself, and I can respect that. I can respect that. He made fun of himself. Everybody laughed. He could laugh at himself. It's easier when you can laugh at yourself.
The video's hilarious.
Yeah, video's hilarious, but let's say he would have took it serious.
Yeah,
it would have added more fuel to the video. But since he was lighthearted about it, said, hey, look, you know, it happens to everybody. I'm going to keep boxing. He was making jokes about himself. I thought that was the best way to play it off. What if something extremely embarrassing happened to you in front of millions of people?
I'm gonna laugh it off, but
you gotta laugh it off.
I'm saying during the fight though, I'm gonna use that as like anger so I can like win the fight or something. Like I just got embarrassed live TV. He knocked my toupee off. I gotta fight harder. I gotta go crazy now.
In the next match.
Yeah, in the next match or that same match. I don't know if that the fight.
I think he lost that match in.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just saying I don't know if he got knocked out or something. But I'm saying like. If he had another round,
Andrew, I see you trying to. You got a comment.
Lost his hair in the match. That's tough.
Yeah, and maybe his girl.
Wow, he wants some money though.
Come on now,
he won that $700 back.
That's not nothing to be proud of. You're a professional. That's like saying, well, at least I got my paycheck. No, you was gonna get paid regardless.
That's true. That toupee is looking rough though. But look, we got the Pro Bowl yesterday was
Pro Bowl.
I don't know what
flag football.
When the Pro Bowl, what was the Pro Bowl back like?
The Pro Bowl was all of the best players playing a competitive game of football, to see which was the best. Was the AFC or the NFC the best?
Is that what you see now?
What I see now is just games. They switched it all the way up.
Yeah.
I mean. I was happy for Shedeur Sanders,
of course,
due to the year that he had with football, and all of the stuff he had to go through, and he's considered a Pro Bowl quarterback. After all of that with Shedeur,
after all that controversy with
all of that extra, all people saying he couldn't play, I was just more happy for Shedeur being a Pro Bowler. But is the Pro Bowl the same? I don't think so. It's different.
I don't know. Like they just play flag football, like flag football is coming to the Olympics, and that's cool.
Right. They're going to have it in the Olympics. Steve Young was the coach for the NFC, one of the coaches.
Yep.
And he made a statement that was cool. He said, go out and win that gold medal. Like, now this sport, flag football, is now going to be in the Olympics as the representation of football.
Yep.
And we're playing this at the Pro Bowl, but when the Olympics come, they'll have an opportunity to win gold medals. And this is the first time NFL players will be included in the Olympics.
Be cool.
Through this flag football situation to actually win a gold medal.
Now that's gonna be pretty cool to watch in a few years, man. I think this is kind of the Pro Bowl can kind of leech off of that a little bit. They can actually make it like a little bit competitive. See, like if you make the Pro Bowl, you can maybe play in the Olympics in the next 2 years.
Right, or if you make the Pro Bowl and you do a good job, I'm gonna pick the players from the Pro Bowl that I'm gonna have in the Olympics.
Like you ain't gonna pick the superstars that make the most money or something like that, but you can pick the guys that are still pretty darn good. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm gonna tell you, ain't nobody gonna beat a bunch of NFL players in flag football.
I agree, completely agree.
I don't think so. But all right, I looked up and I saw that they had breakdancing in the Olympics, and I believe that the selection could have been better.
Yeah.
But once they throw a sport in the Olympics, I mean, you saw what happened with the breakdance, and I don't even want to talk about it. It was a nightmare. Oof. It was a nightmare.
It was rough.
It had some good breakdancers in there.
It did, yeah.
But
it was embarrassing overall.
I don't see how some of those breakdancers got qualified.
That don't make no sense. Yeah, I agree.
I don't even want to talk about it. But what I'm saying is, for this flag football idea to explode, flag football has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
So when you talk about flag football making it to the Olympics, and then they're going to pick from, I guess the first couple times they may pick from the NFL so they can have this gold medal ceremony or projected ideal of a gold medal ceremony. But I think that's wonderful for the culture.
I agree. I completely, because people can grow up and be like, I want to be in the NFL, but now I want to be an Olympian. You know what I'm saying? I want to play football. Right. If I can't play actual, pads on football, American football, I want to go be an Olympian instead. Then let's do that.
That's going to be
powerful.
That's going to be big time. I might come out of retirement and go out there and play some flag football.
You should be a coach.
I can hike the ball.
Oh wow.
And block the guy that's supposed to run in and take the flag. I can do that.
Okay, I like that.
I mean, at this age,
okay,
yeah. But at my younger age, when I was playing flag football in Iowa, we had every year we had winter games around this time where we played flag football on the ice.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and it was a big tournament, and we always used to lose to the Wolf Pack. It was a team called the Wolf Pack, and they was a bunch of young college kids that would come up there every year, and it would be us and them in the finals, and they would always sneak it out. So
you wasn't scared to be nice?
Nah,
I'd be scared.
Sometimes when they do the proper techniques to make sure the ice is thick enough, it's safe. Yeah.
I get. Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, if it worked out, you safe and stuff. So it clearly worked out.
Plus, I would wait. I would wait to get on the ice because I'm a brother, so
that's what I'm trying to say.
I would wait when I got there. I would get there about 1:00, and they was already out there with the trucks, and
let them do what they
so
gotta
they
do.
was stuff. None of them didn't fall in by the time I got there. Yeah. Now, if they would have threw me out there as the testing to I'm not going out. I'm not going to be the first one to go out there.
You know what I mean?
But once they get out there and everybody, they playing broom ball. Yeah. They playing all these other because Winter Games had multiple games going on. They had this broom ball. Yeah. They had hockey, ice hockey. They had all these different games going on. So
you need to be a coach.
I coach now. I coach a little bit. I coach a little basketball, a little football. But if I go to the Olympics,
you know what I'm saying, be a coach in the Olympics
for flag football.
Yes. Who you picking your quarterback?
Oh. Shador Sanders. Hey, let's try to get Shador Sanders
Make Andrew a little upset. That's funny. No, I would. Hey, look, that'd be a cool story. You make some more money off the coverage if you push.
Look, let me tell you something. Shador, he got so many deals with the companies and stuff like that, and his jersey selling. I'm gonna come out with the merchandise. I'm gonna win on the merchandise side.
Imagine that Olympic merch from Shador.
Yeah. That's what I'm going for the merchandise.
Let's talk about it, Andrew.
Hey, y'all going for the hype. I'm going for the merchandise.
That's some money right there, man.
And I might have a prime clause in there.
You'll be set
I'm going to try to put the prime clause in there for one game.
Yeah, Tory Lowe, ex-prime. Oh, yeah.
Hey, look, I appreciate you for the Pop Culture Report.
Of course.
Nice. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to open up the lines. Stay locked in.
This Black History Moment is sponsored by Educators Credit Union and Tayback Law.
Lucian H. Palmer may not be a household name, but his impact on Wisconsin politics is historic. Born in Huntsville, Alabama, Palmer moved to Wisconsin, where he managed the Lakeside Resort in Pewaukee. In 1906, Palmer made a bold decision to run for elected office, challenging a sitting incumbent in one of the wealthiest districts in the state. Against the odds, he won, becoming the first Black man ever elected to the Wisconsin State Legislature. Palmer's courage opened doors for generations to come, and in recognition of his legacy, the Wisconsin Assembly honored him with a resolution on February 27, 1923. Thank you to Lucian H. Palmer for stepping up to lead during a time of segregation. You are a true trailblazing pioneer, and your legacy will live on forever.
This Black History Moment is sponsored by Educators Credit Union and Tayback Law.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a bright, focused foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
Milwaukee's Black Talk lives here. You are listening to 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. We talked about earlier in the show about this food desert. They're making plans on making a plan. How you making a plan on making a plan to address the food desert situation? But I want to open up the lines. Are you feeling the effects of living in a food desert in the black community? Where do you go to get the groceries? How long do it take you to get there? We need to dive deep into this because now they're trying to come up with a plan to fight against it now that these stores is closing. But if you live in the neighborhoods where it's a food desert, I want you to call in and let me know, how are you getting your food? Are you going to Walmart? Is there a Walmart nearby? Or are you driving away out to where the Woodman's are? Or, do you need somebody to give you a ride? If you ain't got a car, do you call somebody and say, hey, I need to go to the grocery store, and you gotta wait, you gotta plan it out, you gotta get somebody to drive you and then bring you back? How are we managing this? Maybe it's not affecting you because you got a car. You got means. You got it together. You understand, okay, I got to hop in the whip, go grab me some groceries, come home, voila. Even Walmart, they got a system where they can just drop off the groceries. But a lot of people say they don't let them pick the fruit and the vegetables. Like, Because they might just grab anything. You know how y'all go by the fruit aisle and y'all got to stare at it for 3 minutes to see if it's right. A lot of y'all ain't good at picking no watermelon or no fresh fruits. Y'all think y'all be squeezing on it and stuff. Y'all be trying to act like y'all eyeballing it, but y'all really don't know.
You got to knock on it, Tory.
You got to knock on it? You got a strategy, Andrew?
Oh, yeah.
So if you hear, if it's hollow?
Yeah, or if it like has a little give, I'm like, nah, this ain't it.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is they're saying that this is a problem. And we've been talking about food deserts. We've been talking about stores closing. But if you've been affected by not having a grocery store in your neighborhood where you can get fresh vegetables and things like that, or do you see it as a problem for somebody in your family? Or if you're looking around and you seeing kids always eating them hot Cheetos. I mean, they ain't not eating right. They always eating some snack cakes or something like that. They ain't eating right. I want y'all to call in, 833-212-1017. What should be going on? What should be the solution to the food desert situation in the community? They say that the black dollar only circulates 6 hours in the community. So where the money going? Obviously, it ain't going to Sherman Park Groceries because they on the news. He on the news saying he about to go out of business. And the black-owned gas station off of 8th and Keith, they saying they about to go. Rumors saying that they about to go out of business. 833-212-1017. If you being affected by these stores closing, multiple stores is closing, grocery stores, in neighborhoods where people saying that they gotta, where the elders they don't have rides. Sometimes when you look down the street and you see like the elders walking back from the store with a bag of groceries, and they walking slow, but they like their independence. They like to walk down the street and get their groceries, Now they got to go all out the way. They got to call one of the relatives who really don't want to go pick them up. Oh man, I gotta get out of my schedule to go get grandma and take her to the store. Then all of a sudden you try to throw it off on somebody else. It's your turn. I did it last week. See, this is why we got to talk about it, because we don't really discuss. We keep it to ourselves. If we suffering, we internalize the suffering. 833-212-1017. Or I'm going to say this. It's 33 dialysis situations on the north side. Dialysis centers where you got to go get plugged in. But how many grocery stores with fresh fruit is on the north side? You think it's 33? I don't know. All I'm seeing is a rise in dialysis centers and a fall in grocery stores. Is there a correlation? 833-212-1017. Have you been affected by the food desert that's going on in the community right now? Are you eating less healthy? 833-212-1017. Maybe you like pulling up to the fast food restaurant. Maybe you don't think about it. Maybe you haven't even thought about it. Maybe you don't even know that you even eating unhealthy. Maybe you don't know you got parasites. I don't know. 833-212-1017. If they saying that this is a bad problem, then people should be calling in talking about it. Or is it something that it's not a problem? We don't mind driving the extra, mile or two to go to the store and grab me some food. I've been doing this. This is how we've been doing it because it's been a food desert. 833-212-1017. Do you see the little kids eating fresh fruits? Or are they eating junk food? Little Debbie snack cakes. Dunkin' sticks. I don't know. Takis. Hot Cheetos. 32-ounce Slurpees. That's what happens. That's what they say happens when you got a food desert. 833-212-1017. We got Kevin on the lines. How you doing, Kevin?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. The food desert definitely affects a lot of people in the poor communities in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a shame because we got all these abandoned fields. But my suggestion for people is to just anybody with yard or any kind of grass backyard to start gardening for fresher produce, and then utilize Instacart. It's apps out there to help people,
right?
Who can't, because there's some people who have disabilities can't leave their home, and they use those services, and it comes straight to the door.
How much is the Instacart? Is it the extra $12 more or what?
That's the thing. Depending on how fast you want it and stuff like that. But if you set up you need to have at least a regular card, like a debit card, and then you can use Quest card and stuff like that, food share.
Okay. That's what's up, because I noticed that a lot of people are switching up and getting the delivery services, but is that getting expensive? If you do it 3 or 4 times, how much extra is that?
It's definitely a little bit more extra. It's definitely more extra, but you got to think about it. If you got to travel and pay, for transportation for somebody to take you far out to get to the grocery store, so, it'll save you time, I guess. So you replace the time with the money.
I agree.
But it's just a suggestion to help people out. But I think more people should garden too, though.
Grow their own food.
Yeah, vegetables, cucumbers, peppers. That stuff is easy to grow.
I agree. Getting back to that community garden idea.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for tapping in, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you for tapping in. All I'm saying is, if your health is deteriorating, sometimes it's because of the diet. And if you're not eating consistently healthy ideas, your life span is going to shorten. So this is why the food desert concept is talked about, because it's a short life expectancy if you're not eating the right things. Now, really, a city girl says the delivery service is about $10 a month for the membership. So you can get a $10 membership and get stuff dropped off. But do you trust somebody to eyeball your fruits and vegetables? When you go ask for them collard greens, when you try to get that collard greens and the cabbage, are they just walking past grabbing whatever, or are they looking at it trying to give you the right, bundle? 833-212-1017. White Widow says, I like to pick out my own food. I don't like any additional handling. No. Josh in the chat says, the delivery service is the way to go. The problem is going to be when people start trying to rob the truck or steal the food at the door. Now, people have been taking the food from the door. I've been seeing a lot of people with the Ring doorbell camera where the person would drop off the package and see something they like. They'll take the picture like they dropped it off. They'll take the picture. Then they'll take the lead taking the groceries. Also, they said with Grubhub, a lot of times if they don't seal the bag, people done snatched a few fries out the bag. Like they done chewed on and sipped out the soda, and you don't even know. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have more conversation, Truth Nation. If you've been affected by a food desert in the black community, I'm going to need y'all to tap in. If y'all seeing the kids being affected by it, I'm going to need y'all to tap in. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee.
Injured at work, unable to work due to health problems, or denied veteran benefits you're entitled to? Last year, Tayback Law returned over $73 million in wrongfully denied VA and Social Security benefits to people in our communities. Tayback Law celebrates Black History Month by bringing its message to 101.7 The Truth. The team is thrilled to see Milwaukee achieve this exciting new outlet for speaking truth to power. And Tayback Law is always ready to fight for you. Call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
This Friday night, we have a city conference showdown as the Milwaukee Juneau Pioneers battle the Carmen Northwest Eagles. Fast breaks, big shots, and bragging rights on the line. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock. The City Conference Game of the Week on the award-winning 1017 The Truth app and 1017thetruth.com is sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools and presented by Gruber Law Offices.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I got a crib in the middle of the city and I like it a lot.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. They saying that they trying to come up with a plan to fight against the food desert. Stores is closing. Are you being affected? Grocery stores is closing shop. They're saying that we're living in a bad food desert right now, and it's getting worse. Are you being affected by living in a food desert? 833-212-1017. We got the one guy on the lines. How you doing, that one guy?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How about you?
Blessings. How you doing, brother?
Good, that's good. I wanted to comment on the food desert, and it's terrible. I live in Thurston Woods, and they closed down that pick and save on Silver Spring in Glendale. It sucks because the closest thing to me now would be Trader Joe's and Target, and those aren't like the cheapest places. And
right.
I just feel like Pick and Save was the better store. They had more stuff to pick from, less crowded, and now. Shout out to Save-A-Lot, because Save-A-Lot's still a lot, but it's still there. But they don't have as much stuff as Pick and Save, so
right.
I have to drive further now to get what I need.
And when you say when I ask you how you been affected, is it because you got to spend more money in gas to go get food items and higher costs?
Exactly. higher cost, and then someone mentioned Instacart, and I used to work for Instacart. I used to do deliveries myself, and it's oh man, it's a ripoff, to be honest. It's wear and tear on your car, and they don't really they don't really give you any benefits. It's good money during the holiday season. Like, if you want to buy something, if you want to buy like a pack of beer or something, or buy something, buy like some clothes, then do Instacart for that. But it's not good for paying bills, that's for sure. And it's expensive too. If you spend $20, they're going to charge you around $35 because they're trying to milk you for as much as they can.
Oh wow, for the service, for the convenience.
Yeah, for the service, and it only gets more expensive the more items you get. So.
Well,
I don't know how some people have that money, so I feel horrible for people that are disabled and they don't have
especially people that are already struggling and they probably need that little extra to get some milk.
Yeah, and so now they're at the mercy of Instacart. So oof, that's a lot of money.
Oh wow,
spent there. But yeah.
Well, thank you for tapping in.
Call.
That's what's up. I appreciate you for tapping in. All I'm saying is that obviously people are finding ways around this. Because when I have conversations with people, I'm seeing on the news that these stores is closing. And I haven't had a person come to me talking about they don't like living in a food desert. Only time I see this conversation is when one of these huge stores closes and now people saying, okay, we got to travel a little bit further. We got to spend a little bit more extra money to get groceries. And only thing we have in our neighborhoods are convenience stores. And that's not a lot of times a healthy option, or it's more expensive to get a loaf of bread and a gallon of milk from the convenience store. But if you're being affected, 833-212-1017. We got another article on this food desert crisis that they're saying is happening in the community. If you on dialysis because you couldn't get fresh fruits and vegetables, if you got the sugar, and it's because of your eating habits, I want to know. You can remain anonymous, but if this is a problem, then we need to address it. We got a video if you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
Fewer of them, to be sure. The closest one here, more than a mile away after this Aldi, which already removed its signs here, closed suddenly on Sunday. But it is a troubling trend. One grocers and community leaders here say will have very difficult answers. The surprise closure of the Aldi at Sherman and Custer on the heels of the pick and save last year in Metcalf Park is raising alarm.
Folks need access to food, good, healthy, fresh foods in order to survive. So yes, there is a moral responsibility there.
Maurice Wintz, the co-owner of Sherman Park Grocery, told us last week their store knows the pressures all too well, from finding employees, thin profit margins, and security concerns, including theft.
There's more going out than there is coming in monetarily. We can't sustain ourselves without enough cash flow right here at the register.
All of which leaves the neighborhood residents paying the price, literally, in higher convenience store prices and transportation when the large supermarkets close, leaving behind a so-called food desert with no supermarket within a mile.
Dealing with rising costs, dealing with, food prices, utility costs, those things shouldn't be going on based off of where you live.
12 News spoke with Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley as he toured a new tea business opening soon near 25th and Clybourne. Take a look at this map of current chain grocery stores in the city. It includes Aldi, Pick and Save, Metro Market, Walmart, Cermak, and Target. You can see most are concentrated in the downtown and south side areas. The shuttered Aldi is just the latest in a troubling trend in Milwaukee. 5 major grocery store chains have closed in Milwaukee since 2021. Crowley believes local entrepreneurs might be the key to solving food deserts, where national chains might be more focused on strictly the bottom line.
And if we want to eliminate food deserts and make sure that families and our children have access to healthy foods, we have to make sure that we're working with those entrepreneurs, working with those businesses to help expand their capacity so people can have access to fresh foods.
Nick, Aldi still has 2 stores on the north side of Milwaukee, both on Capitol.
All right. Well, once again, this is the discussion. I mean, I'm going to tell you this. A lot of y'all worried about ICE, what's going on in Minnesota, but down the street, people ain't got a fresh food to eat. I mean, this is why I always try to tell people, like, you got to get your priorities in a way, shape it in a way to where you can. There's immediate concerns in your neighborhood that need to be addressed. You know, people right now ain't got no heat. It's a food desert. What else? You know, there's so many things that we need attention. We need to put our energy to. And only time it's going to get resolved is when we pay attention to it. So where our attention goes, that's where our energy flow. And I always tell people that you cannot continue to keep looking outside the window and ignoring what's happening down the street. And this food desert idea, you don't even think about it. Sometimes, you know, we don't know that that's an issue when you don't have grocery stores in the neighborhood because we're so used to having these convenience stores, these corner stores, these gas stations. That's all I'm saying. Like, we don't think about it. You be like, okay, I could go run and grab me some chips, a soda. You know, I could go run and grab me, you know, something out some of these stores that's in the neighborhood, but you can't run and get you apples, oranges, you know, lemons, herbs, spices, things that can help you know, contribute to your overall well-being. That one guy says, talking to Tory is way more calmer and pleasant. All I'm saying is, if you're being affected, it's time to start talking about it, or you just gonna be it's a dialysis center waiting for you. That's okay. All right, y'all don't want me to tell the truth or what? Y'all, okay, that's what's gonna happen. Now you want to talk about it. Now you want to get your diet right. Now you want to, you know, address the issue when it's too late. Yeah, we got to stop doing that. We got to talk about it now. There's never been a better time to really say, hey, look, we wasn't paying attention to it. It's becoming a huge issue. Artie's is closing. You know it's bad when Artie's is closing because Artie's, everybody used to go to Artie's. They shutting down Artie's. They shutting down Pick and Save. Now y'all can't get that chicken. Now y'all can't get that chicken, that good chicken that Pick and Save was giving out. Not to say that was good for you, but it did taste good. I mean, but they shutting it down. 833-212-1017. What you eating on right now? What you chewing on right now? Is it something healthy? Or is it something from a convenience store? Some chips or something. I don't know. Like, they saying that it's going to be a problem. When we come back, I got 10 things that you can do if you're living in the food desert. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
Day 1, diagnosis day. The hardest day. The day you hear,
I'm sorry, this is a type of blood cancer.
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
We are here for you. We exist for everyone fighting leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and other types of blood cancer.
On day 185, LLS helped me file my insurance claims properly.
Day 5,840 and counting, and I'm still in remission.
To learn more and get help on day 1, day 2, day 983, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572. That's LLS.org, 1-800-955-4572.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. With trade rumors swirling around Milwaukee and Pfizer Forum, the Bucks picked up a much-needed win against the I-94 rivalry Chicago Bulls. Doc Rivers on NBA Countdown about the trade rumors.
Giannis just said everything that we need to hear, that he wants to be a Buck, he loves the city. And that's all I can go by as a coach right now.
And, of course, Pete Nance after the 131-115 win over the Bulls.
Things haven't been going the way we want them to be, but for us to come together as a group tonight and get this win is huge for morale.
Tonight, the Bucks face Zion Williamson and the Pelicans in Milwaukee. That game begins at 7. In college basketball, UWM faces the Detroit Titans tonight at 7, while Marquette and the Badgers return Saturday at 1 p.m. and 11 a.m. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We've been talking about food deserts. What is a food desert? An urban area in which it is difficult to buy affordable or good quality fresh food. That's a food desert. And they said it was an urban area. They didn't say it was a suburb area, because they don't have that problem. They didn't even say it was a Hispanic area. They don't have that problem. They say it's an urban area. Understand what I'm saying, Truth Nation? In which it is difficult to buy affordable or good quality food. Many poor people live in food deserts where they have plenty of food, but mostly none of it is healthy. You got a lot of fast food restaurants. You got a lot of places that serve convenience store food items. You might want to get a hot dog from the gas station, and that you might not think you're living in the food desert because you got an Arizona and a hot dog from the convenience store down the street. Maybe the gas station got a chicken spot in there or a food spot in the gas station, so you don't even see. You think you eating good, but really, is that food healthy? Is it fresh food? Plenty of food to eat. But is it healthy? That's the key word. But I got 10 things you can do if you're living in a food desert. 1, start a community garden or join an existing one. Y'all see them little gardens that be in them lots that be growing in the summertime. Maybe y'all need to figure out how to get involved with that and try to preserve the food. My grandma used to preserve vegetables when she picked the stuff out of the garden. I think preserving things is a lost art. I used to even ask my grandmother, why you storing the food? Like, she would get the cabbage greens and stuff like that. She would boil it, she would cook it, and then she would put it in a Ziploc bag and stick it in the deep freezer. And I used to ask her, like, why? She would make her own jams and jellies, and she would have those glass cups with those preservative tops on there, and she would preserve her food. She was from Mississippi, where they had to learn how to preserve the food just in case hard times came. And I don't even see that happening no more. I see that they throw it in the refrigerator, and if once it's spoiled in the refrigerator, it goes out into the garbage. But I don't see people preserving. If you had a grandparent that knew how to preserve, call in. Do you know how to preserve? I want somebody to know how to preserve to call in, 833-212-1017. They need to be teaching classes on that. I don't see that no more. Also, advocate for local grocery stores or markets, like the grocery store in Sherman Park. He was on the news for like the last 3-4 weeks saying that he might have to go out of business. He was on the news now. He was on the last 2 articles because he's trying to stay open. He even gave out fresh goods and produce this summer to the community. Had a big old event where people could come get tomatoes and cucumbers and vegetables, and kind of like a farmer's market almost. He do it every year, but now he talking about he about to go out of business. Where the support at? I guess that's an effect of the money leaving the black community in 6 hours. Y'all, the money ain't making it to his store. Organize food drives. Organizing a food drive. Maybe we need to come together and have fresh food drives, healthy food drives. That's an idea. We can do it. Cook meals in bulk and make sure that you save, cook all the meals in bulk and get on a meal plan. Cook one healthy meal that can stretch for a little bit. Some of y'all don't want to eat the same thing twice. Some of y'all in households where y'all eating 5 different things for dinner. The mama eating one thing, the kids eating another thing. If it's a man in the house, he eating something else. And if somebody, an extended family member in there, he got a bag of something. He got a bag of Wendy's. Everybody ain't sitting down at the table no more, eating a meal on a meal plan, to try to stretch it out, to try to eat healthy. Ain't sitting down to eat the beans and cornbread. I mean, I'm just saying, like, we living in times where people, they ain't even sitting at the table no more. Everybody in a different room. The kids in the room eating while they playing video games. Somebody in the front room watching Netflix. And then somebody in the other room doing something else, and they all chewing on different foods at the same time. That's living in the food desert. Look into local food assistance programs. Well, SNAP benefits, I guess. Try to see if they got some SNAP benefits, because you can, I think WIC got some ideas. If you got kids, you can go get WIC, and they got where you got to get so much vegetables, so much cereal, things like that. It'll stop you from buying all that junk food. You know what I mean? Some of y'all get a few dollars and y'all just going to get the Oreo cookies. Y'all going to get Takis. I never understood why the kids start eating these extremely hot chips, burning their intestines out, eating the Takis. Also, go to farmers markets. Find out when the farmer market is. I remember me and Liz stopped over at the farmers market off of Fond du Lac in North Avenue, where they had the farmers came down and people was there, getting the fresh produce. You gotta really plan when you want to eat healthy. It's a lot of food out here, but when you want to eat healthy, you got to really make some plans. Also, like some of the callers that called in, use mobile markets, use the mobile apps to drop off the food, and and use food trucks. Sometimes these food trucks be having healthy food options as well. Maybe y'all got a local food truck that's driving around that's cooking up some nice, decent home-cooked meals. I mean, by any means necessary when it's a food desert. And then you could do what they said on the news, where the leaders of the community, they said that they're trying to push for policy changes to attack healthier food options. This is what they saying they're doing. They're trying to come up with a plan to make a plan to try to deal with the food desert. This is what the policymakers are trying to do. All I'm saying is, if we don't have these conversations, sometimes we don't even know. We don't know. Sometimes y'all don't even know until y'all go to the doctor and the doctor says something wrong and you got to change your diet. That's when a lot of people start losing weight. When the doctor told them they might not live in about 2 weeks. They on the internet like Ray J after a diagnosis, and they talking about now they want to pray to God and try to get some help. It's reactionary. Like, we got to get ahead of a lot of this, but sometimes we don't think about it because some people live in survival mode. Sometimes when you grind and you just want something to eat. I was in that mode. We got a lot of food out here at the 3rd Street Market Hall. So if I'm grinding and I'm in grind mode, I'm going to just stop by one of the vendors out here and grab me something to eat. So I don't, it's not like something like this is an average conversation that we having every day. But we having it now. We having it now because it's becoming even a worse problem due to the recent store closings, grocery store closings in the community. And understand what I said when it comes to food desert. An urban area. Notice that key word, urban. An urban area in which it's difficult to buy affordable and good quality fresh. Understand what I'm saying? Fresh food. It's plenty food, but is it healthy? If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. If you got any suggestions, if you living in the food desert, I wonder what, if you was honest, let's be honest, we ain't even thinking about this stuff. Let's be honest. Y'all lucky I'm trying to at least use this time on the air to really discuss it. Because really everybody got y'all talking about politics. Y'all talking about everything but the food deserts, and y'all don't even understand what a food desert is. And I bet you probably haven't used the word food desert all month. or probably in the last 4 months. You ain't thinking about it. Some of y'all ain't thinking about this. But it's affecting your health. You coughing right now, and you don't know if you got to make a checkup or not. Your health is going south because of the food choices. Understand what I'm saying? This is something about us that we need to focus on because this is about life expectancy. When you talk about food desert, that's life expectancy. What they say, the average life expectancy is what? 75? The average, and that's if you eating right. Is that if you eat, the average life expectancy is, okay, you eating decent. But think about if you eating bad, then you can cut that short. Stroke, heart attack, clogged arteries, cancer. That's even shorter. That's even a shorter lifespan. Maybe 60, maybe 55, 60. Heart, you might have a stroke. High blood pressure. Understand what I'm saying? Kathy in the chat says the price of food is ridiculous. Kathy goes on to say, parents trying to feed kids understand this. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have more conversation, Truth Nation. If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. I'm trying to talk to y'all today. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hello, is this Shirley?
This is she.
Shirley, you are our Gruber 5K giveaway winner this quarter. Congratulations.
What would you do with $5,000?
Going to look at buying me a pickup truck. That will be some of my down payment.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
I love you guys.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard, aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Real life superhero, coming through, running through, black bandana. Little kid screaming, that's Tory Lowe. I gotta say my city black man can do. I'm just here to do what God say. 10 toes down in Milwaukee. They put my name on the highways. If you need me, better call me. And they say, when something going on, who you gon' call? Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We talking about food deserts right now. And I appreciate everybody for adding to the show today with their opinions, with their ideas. I looked in and talked to text. Somebody says, Tory, I don't understand why there are supermarkets on the south side and they don't face the same economic issues. Explain. You know, I don't know. You know, it's definitely a village. It takes a village to keep a supermarket open. I mean, you gotta service the supermarket. You gotta make sure that you're actively involved. Maybe a lot of people are not actively involved in the ones on the north side. I don't know, because there's a brother on the news every other day saying, hey, he needs assistance. I don't see nobody from the south side on the news saying they need somebody to come and help. I don't see that. Maybe it's a diet thing. Somebody also in the chat says, why do the Dollar General on the south side got fresh fruits and vegetables, but the Dollar General on the north side don't? You got to be up in there and demand it. You got to talk to the manager. Hey, why ain't no fresh fruit in here? Let's see if we can get some. We going to head to the lines. We got Ellis on the lines. Ellis, how you doing?
Hello. Yep, I'm here. Hey, Tory, how you doing?
Oh, that's Andre Lee Ellis.
Yeah, it's what I do every day. I grow food, and I teach young black boys how to grow food. Yeah, and what we have, our program is, I just left the courthouse dealing with this. We do what I'm calling restorative just us. not just this, because justice is down there at the courthouse. Just us, mean we're taking care of it. If we look at produce really should not be sitting on the shelf past a certain amount of time. So if the Dollar General on the south side is moving produce faster than it would at a store on the north side, they're going to concentrate on the south. The other thing, too, is that I think when they're building stuff like that, you're talking about fresh produce, and I don't know why they think black people don't eat fresh. You know what I mean? And we do. In fact, ancestrally, you'll find out that your family might own land or farmland down south right now, and you don't even know it is waiting to be discovered. But some of your family members may be farming downtown, and you could coordinate with them to have things shipped. Here's the other thing. People do the access over here. I'm on 13th and Reservoir. When they closed the Pick and Save, right there, sorry, that was a mistake. When they, right on 35th and North Avenue, that disadvantaged all of us. You got to pick and say, well, Humboldt North, that's where they got to go. Otherwise, they got to go to Midtown or past National Avenue over there, El Reyes or something like that. So elderly and other people have a hard time getting to it. So the mobile stuff that you're listing helps with that, as long as they're not charging them extra over to bring it to them, and it's taking a lot of their monies that they don't have already. But there's a lot of subsidy programs that allow you to get a Quest card or some WIC card, like you said, to get fresh food. But here's what I want to tell people. When I work with young brothers, the first thing I do is help them change their diet. When we don't cook fresh and good, healthy, whole food at home, we're messing up the chemistry of the bodies of our children. We don't know the DNA. We don't know. We get too much salt. We put too much sugar in our food. You will cook for somebody that's coming over to eat your food, and the first thing they'll do is start putting more salt on it after you've already seasoned it before they taste it even. To see if it's good for them. So over salting, people don't even know you can over drink water. So if you have a heart condition, you can't just sit up and drink all kind of water. Plus salt has you in training water. I have congestive heart failure. April to September, Troy, I was in the ambulance 8 times for heart attack situations. I should have been dead years ago, but the garden saved my life. 9th and Ringwood, we got this garden. 20 years ago is when I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. And because I didn't feel no pain and felt all right, I was doing some practices that I shouldn't have did. Cut those practices out, started eating better, started eating what we grow. We grow in Firehouse 5 right here, hydroponics in the basement. So, Troy, I got collard greens and things growing right now. And when they're ready, people can come get this food for free. Can I tell you, people don't come in droves for the free food. They don't. And if you look at the produce in the stores, it's not looking good. Nothing has seeds in it anymore. And I want to cut out the misnomer to people. If it don't have seeds, don't mean that it's not good. It just means that it's not as strong and it won't be as effective as the other food with seeds. But why they won't make seeded food more accessible? Now I'm checking to see if those outskirts, like down on the south side, other places, if they have access to the seeded food. But you won't worry about that if you take access. Your backyard is free. Seeds are cheap. Get your children together and do your own food growing. Get into canning and things like that. And that way you can read and study what herbs you need to put in your food that are healing, that will help you. Then you'll learn about turmeric and you'll learn about basil and rosemary and what all of that can do for you. And you'll stop and make your own seasoning salt, because Laurie's is too salty for the people that are ill to be eating. You need to be, and Mrs. Dash doesn't quite hit it. So we're going to make our own seasoning salt for black people, or anybody that want to have it here at the garden. That's what we're concentrating on with our herb garden, because people, if you don't eat better, you're going to live less. You get to be alive and still walk again, because if your legs don't work and your eyes don't work and your heart is bad, you start feeling like you don't even want to be here anymore. And so the farmers market are the best place to go. But if we're going to bring families together, if we're going to bring community together, if we want violence to slow down, if we want mental trauma to be dealt with in a better way, we better change how people are eating and how they have access to the food. The hospitals and doctors need to be giving out food prescriptions and telling people what they can't eat and what they can eat. But people need to listen as well.
That's powerful. Now, look, you talking to a veteran. Andre Lee Ellis is a veteran out here. the community garden. Andre, I appreciate you for tapping in. One of the pillars in the neighborhood that have done this for a long time, helping these young men put their hands in the soil to grow the vegetables out of the ground, teaching them valuable resources. If you could teach a child to fish, he'll learn to take care of himself. And Andre's been doing that for a long time. Andre Lee Ellis, y'all. I appreciate him for coming in and giving those contacts. We got Pedro. On the lines. How you doing, Pedro?
Pretty good. How you doing today?
Blessings, brother.
So just want to kind of echo some of the other things the callers have said. First of all the highly processed food is available everywhere. You don't need a local grocery store for that. You can plan ahead. If you work in the ghetto, most businesses aren't in the ghetto. So if you live in the ghetto but don't work in the ghetto, you go to the grocery store on your way to or from work. You plan ahead through the week. You make your grocery run. You get your stuff. You can't tell me there's a lot of people in the ghetto that are sitting there going, well, how can I get a head of kale right now? It's not a high commodity in the ghetto. If it was a high demand, there would be supply. And everyone that lives in the ghetto doesn't need to rip off the grocery store so they can't stay in business. And those are the major underlying factors with this whole topic.
Okay. I mean, keep the stores open by not stealing from them and then demand it. If you go into a store and people are not really servicing the store for certain items, you're not going to see those items. So is it our diet that's causing us not to have certain options in the store that may be on certain other sides of town in the same store? That's a great question, And many times when we talk about are we servicing these ideas properly, we got to ask ourselves the question. And I guess the caller was, he said ghetto, maybe he didn't know how to say urban, I don't know, maybe he was talking from his comprehension skills. Well, like I said, he said ghetto, like I said, they say urban, ghetto, whatever, I guess he was just trying to relate. Maybe he's not black. Maybe he's just somebody that's listening and trying to relate. So the word ghetto is the only word he can kind of match. But like I said, it could be a ghetto anywhere. I'd have been in all white towns and seen ghettos. So what I'm saying is, what he meant was urban communities that are dealing with food deserts, but maybe from his own comprehension, that's the only word he can think of to try to add to what he was trying to say. They said Pedro is clueless. Hey, salute for, at least he tried to call in and say something. Some of y'all living in the food desert and ain't called in and ain't said nothing, So, like I said, you can't shoot him down for trying to add to the context. Maybe he didn't know maybe he didn't have all the words right. We gonna give Pedro a pass. But I'll say this. When we talk about these things, this is really important. It's really important to make sure that we kind of listen to what's being said and then see if we can make the changes. And the problem is, when we had these conversations, many times people listening to the conversation, but are you going to be about that action and try to make change? And I always wanted an active listening audience. I never wanted an audience that just listen and don't know how to go out there and get the results. What we're about is that action. So if you have concerns, please call your local alderperson. If you have concerns, please go to your local food banks and see what you can do, local pantries, to see what you can do, to give out information to those in the community. We got to get boots on the ground. Understand what I'm saying, Truth Nation. Let's not sit back and wait for the next topic of discussion. Let's hear what's going on. Let it sink in, and then let's get active. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. I want to talk about Bill Gates, your boy Bill Gates that was serving up them shots a couple years ago. I guess he was on the Epstein list, and Bill Gates' wife talks about Bill's, I guess he was trying to give her some STDs. I don't know. We're going to talk about it. We're going to try to see what's happening then. Truth Nation, stay locked in. This Black History Month, 1017 The Truth, opening up the mic to Milwaukee's youth. Young boys and girls sharing what Black history means to them in their own words. I'll be reading and sharing your submissions with the 1017 The Truth audience all month long. Our voices, our stories. If you know a young person with something to say, share their message on social media, tag at Tory Lowe _King or 1017 The Truth. Let's amplify their stories together.
Truth Nation, mark your calendars for Friday, February 20th for the second annual Truth Community Awards, hosted by Homer Blow and yours truly, Bailey Coleman. Celebrating individuals making a real difference in our community. Tickets are on sale now. Visit 1017thetruth.awards.com to learn more. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation, Gruber Law Offices, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, and 3rd Street Market Hall.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
Nathan has taught me to embrace the moment. Age-wise, I'm in my late 60s. I'm old enough to be his grandfather. Will he be embarrassed to acknowledge me as his dad? I think the most important thing we can do is let them know that they're safe, that they're valued and cared for and loved, and that they're important.
I knew I wanted to be adopted by him because of how he taught me to be the person who I am today. And it's coming from a dad that didn't expect to become a dad. And I feel very proud to be his son.
That was what he needed, and he was what I needed. Every day is full of new opportunities. That's what it's been about, realizing the simple things that it takes to make such a huge difference in these kids' lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Dad's gonna be far side, good.
What should I do with my dress?
Do little wiggles. The slate's coming in.
What does it feel like when you're down or having a bad day?
It feels sad, like you just don't want to do anything.
All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
He's just in tears in the huddle. I didn't know what to do.
Teachers need tons of help.
Kids Mental Health Foundation offers educational materials to help guide conversations with our students.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts because kids' mental health starts with all of us. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. We've been talking food deserts, and salute to everybody that called in to add to the conversation today, because we talk about a lot of things on this show, but I want to make sure we thoroughly talk about this food desert crisis today, and we've been doing a great job of that. We've been making sure that we covered a lot of the bases on food deserts, what can be done, things like that. And I think that many times when we have these kind of conversations, we can educate each other, but the action has to take place from these conversations. and that's on you. Once we have these conversations, you can call, your local representation, get involved in your local food pantry, your local community garden. Andre Lee Ellis has had a community garden for many, many years in the community, called in, and he's training these young people how to grow their own foods and things like that. Powerful, but we got to take action. We can't just say, okay, this is a problem. We got to say these are the solutions as well. We got Eddie on the lines. How you doing, Eddie?
I know that ain't who I think.
Good day. Good day, Tory Lowe. How are you doing today, Tory?
Hey, how you doing, Brother Eddie?
Good, Tory. I just wanted to comment on this because I like to comment on everything in Milwaukee's black community. You know that about me.
Here we go.
I'm kind of a shy guy. I'm not very outspoken. I like to keep to myself. Tory, I like to stay in my own lane, if you may. But I had to reach out. I know I don't call in a lot. I don't like to comment a lot. I don't like upsetting people. But I had to, this time, call in and give you my 2 cents on this.
No.
So,
not your 2 cents.
Yeah, Tory, it's true, Tory. It's true. It's inflation. It's 6 cents. Tory, I have spoken to a couple of my friends' own grocery stores, okay? And I've spoken to a couple of people who work in the inner city at grocery stores. Okay, at department stores.
Are these the stores that's closed?
Places.
Are these the stores that's not open?
I would say one is closed now as a result of what I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them's open, and they're talking about having so much trouble, management's talking about closing it down, okay? And when I said, what is the real problem? Bottom line me. And it was a young, I'm 60, this kid was probably 22, 23, young African-American kid. And he said, I don't want to seem racist, but, okay, we're having problems. It's the stealing, it's the attitude, the threats, the malfeasance, and it just doesn't end. And I said, are these white people coming to your neighborhood and doing this? And he said, no, it's not white people. He goes, we might once in a great while have problems, but it's the overall behavior.
White people don't steal.
That's what I'm saying, yes, because you put that in my mouth. That's not what I'm saying, Tory.
I'm just asking.
I'm saying that if you were to take anybody who worked in an inner city store and say, I'm Tory Lowe, I want you to be honest. Give me the main reason these stores are going out of business and having a lot of trouble. They would give you the same answer, but they're afraid to.
Well, they can always call in. We let you talk. They can talk.
Yeah. Tory, I agree. I agree. But here's my thing. We don't have to come up with an alternative solution. We don't have to have food delivery services or have to go to Shorewood or Whitefish Bay to go grocery shopping if we live in the inner city. People just have to behave, Tory. That's all they have to do is behave. Okay, Tory. On that note, I'm going to go. I beat him to the music, Tory. Do you see how I did that? I beat him. Before he could hook me off the stage, I beat him.
Here we go.
Bye, Tory.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll talk to you later. Oh, wow. No, sometimes. All right, let me move along. All right, check this out. We got a story I want to get to. Bill Gates' ex-wife is talking now about a couple things. Now, Bill Gates was pushing the shot, trying to encourage everybody to take the COVID-19 shot, all this stuff. But it seems like, allegedly, those shots weren't the only thing that he was handing out. Bill Gates' ex-wife talks about Bill Gates' STDs. I guess some of the alleged STDs that he was handing out to her. It's in question due to the dump, the Epstein file dump. We got Bill Gates' wife talking about Bill Gates and these STD claims. If you watch this rebroadcast live, we got video. Let's listen.
Emails in the files suggest that Bill Gates had additional affairs and that he tried to get medication to treat a sexually transmitted infection and that he was going to give you the medicine without you knowing. His representative has said all of this is false. It is not on you to have to respond to the details of that. The emails in the files suggest that Bill Gates had additional affairs and that he tried to get medication to treat a sexually transmitted infection.
Hear this one. So let's restart this. Let's listen.
The emails in the files suggest that Bill Gates had additional affairs and that he tried to get medication to treat a sexually transmitted infection and that he was going to give you the medicine without you knowing. His representative has said all of this is false. It is not on you to have to respond to the details of that alleged behavior, but I wonder what your dominant emotion is when you read these news articles with these details.
Sad. Just unbelievable sadness. Unbelievable sadness, right? And again, I'm able to take my own sadness and look at those young girls and say, my God, how did that happen to those girls, right? And so for me, it's just sadness for, I left my marriage. I had to leave my marriage. I wanted to leave my marriage. I had to leave I felt I needed to eventually leave the foundation. So it's just sad. That's the truth, right?
Oh, wow.
And it's kind of like, at least for me, I've been able to move on in life.
All right, so without saying a lot, she said a lot. She said she had to move on. It's sad what happened to the girls. Like she's being, if you really listen to what she's saying, she left because she knew what was happening to me. And she said it's sad what's happened to those girls. She didn't defend her, Bill Gates. She said it's just sad what happened to them girls. And if you listening to what she's saying, she kind of indicating that, hey, Bill Gates, could have been all extra with the Epstein situation. But Bill Gates' ex-wife also talks about Bill Gates' connection with Jeffrey Epstein too. And everybody's talking about this because there was a huge dump that had a lot of situations with Bill Gates and Epstein. There was a lot of people in these files, but now Bill Gates' wife is just kind of out here talking about it. And it's a lot of y'all was listening to Bill Gates, during the shutdown, and he was trying to, direct y'all in certain situations to take shots and things like that. But it was also in the Epstein files that he was trying to get medication to give his wife to treat the STD. That was in the Epstein files. We don't know how true it is, but the wife is also talking about the connection between Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Gates. Let's listen.
I have to acknowledge the elephant in the room at this moment. Your ex-husband, Bill, is named in the newest tranche of Epstein files.
Yep.
And there are a new alleged details about his past behavior. And I want to give you the opportunity to respond in whatever way you want to.
Well, let me say this. I think we're having a reckoning as a society, right? No girl should ever be put in the situation that they were put in by Epstein and whatever was going on with all of the various people around him. No girl. I mean, it's beyond heartbreaking, right? I remember being those ages those girls were. I remember my daughters being those ages, right? So for me, it's personally hard whenever those details come up, right? Because brings back memories of some very, very painful times in my marriage, but I have moved on from that. So whatever questions remain there of what I can't even begin to know all of it, those questions are for those people and for even my ex-husband. They need to answer to those things, not me.
Oh, wow.
And I am so happy to be.
Wow. She kind of sneak telling, if you listen to what she's saying. She said there's some questions that he got to answer. And then she goes into the whole spiel that no girl should have been in these situations. But she's saying, hey, she didn't even defend him. She really probably knows that he's probably been involved to a certain degree with things that he wasn't supposed to be doing. I understand what I'm saying. If you really listen to how she trying to explain how she feels about the situation without telling you Bill Gates was actually involved in this stuff. We got Corey, Eastside Corey, on the line. So you want to talk about Epstein? How you doing, Eastside?
This is a very serious matter outside of Eddie calling in. I'm very disappointed in his phone call, but it relates to the point I want to make. I went shopping around 9 o'clock 2 days ago, And the line was stopped twice, including me, because the pricing on the food either is mispriced, because I would add it up in my head, and it was about $25 over. So I had to have to remove some items off my final ticket. So did the lady in front of me. And I was like, what's going on here? Something's not right. So the items I had to take off were utility items, like my batteries, light bulbs for $8, batteries, and lighters. And they don't have long life. I have a lighter that lasts me half a day. That used to last me 3 days. You see what I'm saying? So it's a big ripoff. This same store that I went to is the Pick and Save on Humboldt. They took out the quick checkout because they say they had too many people stealing. Well, that's one factor. The other factor is that according to whoever's doing the data sheet, if it's majority black, they get the last bit of consideration on quality. That's a fact. Always has been a fact. In fact, it relates to Bill Gates. She divorced him because of the truth that he's trying to kill us. They want to eliminate and reduce the population by getting rid of us. Okay? That's the truth that she didn't say out loud.
Right.
The drugs that they give you that's supposed to cure you of a problem, hello, Tuskegee Airmen back in the 40s and 50s actually gave them the venereal disease. They're still doing the same thing they've been doing. They're trying to kill us and use us as an experiment. Okay? Deep dive and do your own research, people. You can go down that rabbit hole. I had to stop. I was so disgusted. This is facts. It's on Google. Go find out for yourself. The food they're trying to force on us is not even real meat. They could make it in a factory, in a machine. It's disgusting. Oh, they'll love this. Here come McDonald's. I can't eat at McDonald's no more because I just can't sure if it's real meat.
Not the chicken nuggets.
Wow. Oh, come on, man.
I'll just mess with you.
That's the truth. I'm telling you the truth.
Wow. Well, Eastside Corey, I appreciate you for tapping in. Hey, look, you gotta really kind of get below the surface when you look at what's going on in our country, and especially a lot of these people that's on these Epstein files. These are high-profile people that get out here and try to tell us what to do or how to, eat or how to live and, what shots to take and stuff like that. And sometimes when you see it underneath and you see that maybe sometimes you don't need to be listening to some of these folks because they got an agenda that don't even benefit you. That's why I don't do all that extra. If you're a bot, I feel sorry for you. If you're a bot, you listening to all this stuff and you're not really trying to go underneath the surface, you might have a lot of problems in the next coming years. I mean, because you're listening to everybody but yourself, your inner self, your inner spirit. And look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hello, is this Shirley?
This is she.
Shirley, you are our Gruber 5K giveaway winner this quarter. Congratulations.
What would you do with $5,000?
Going to look at buying me a pickup truck. That will be some of my down payment.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
I love you guys.
I got money now.
Hi, I'm Priscilla Presley. My love for animals began when I was 5 years old. That sparked a lifelong commitment to speak up for animals who can't speak for themselves. Elvis and I supported American Humane Society because your compassion can change a life. American Humane Society strengthens the bond between humans and animals. Please visit AmericanHumane.org to learn more. Thank you.
Your taste buds are in luck. The Reuben is back at Cousin Subs. Try this classic sub grilled to order just for you. Stacked with corned beef, Wisconsin Swiss cheese, and sauerkraut topped with Thousand Island dressing and served on rye bread. And our delicious mint shake is back. Both the Reuben and mint shake can be ordered via the Cousins app or online for a limited time only. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
This is your Milwaukee Public Schools City Conference Basketball Weekly Update on the new 101.7 The Truth.
The Milwaukee Juno Pioneers went on the road and absolutely steamrolled the Milwaukee Bradley Tech Trojans 96-58. Four-star junior forward Dooney Johnson led the charge, pouring in 35 points as Juno continues to put the city and the state on notice. With that win, the Pioneers improved to 14-1 on the season and extend their winning streak to 13 straight games. Now over to the girls of the Gold Division as the Goldemeyer Owls dominated this past Tuesday night on the road at Milwaukee School of Languages, cruising to a 60-23 victory. Senior Anaya Blackman caught fire, dropping 30 points and knocking down 8 three-pointers. She was joined by senior Amira Taylor, who delivered a monster performance as well with 21 points and 21 rebounds. The Owls improved to 11-7 overall and 11-1 in conference, now tied atop the Gold Division with the Milwaukee King Lady Generals. Those two will meet to close the season with the conference title on the line.
This has been your Milwaukee Public Schools City Conference Basketball Weekly Update. MPS proud and MPS strong. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The award-winning 101.7 The Truth proudly celebrates Black excellence and the most monumental moments in our history. All month long, we'll be honoring the voices and stories and achievements that have shaped our past, empowered our present, and continue to inspire our future. Tune in to Dr. Ken's Trivia, spotlighting powerful facts and moments you need to know. And right here on the Tory Lowe Show, our voices, our stories, amplifying the youth, perspectives, and lived experience that define who we are. Tune in all month long on 101.7 The Truth as we lift up the legacy, brilliance, and power of Black history, because Black history isn't just history, it's happening every day. 101.7 The Truth celebration of Black History Month is proudly sponsored by Educators Credit Union and Tayback Law. Also, it starts with a spark, and at Milwaukee College Prep, that spark turns into extraordinary. From age 3 to 8th grade, MCP nurtures brilliance, building scholars with knowledge, character, and confidence. 88% of students face economic hardship, but that doesn't define them, because at MCP, every child's potential shines. With 4 campuses and 1 powerful mission, College and Beyond, Milwaukee College Prep is free, high-performing, and open to all Milwaukee families. Visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com to enroll or get involved. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com, where Milwaukee's future begins to shine. Hey, look, powerful conversation we having today. Question of the day, are you suffering from living in a food desert? 833-212-1017. We got Winky Blue on the lines. How you doing, Wink?
Hey, good afternoon to you, my man. Can you hear me?
Blessings. I can hear you, Brother Wink.
Yeah. I don't know much about the food desert aspect of it, because, that's just another new word that has came about that certain people are actually going to benefit off of using the word food desert. I mean, hey, you get it the best way you can, man. I mean, you go get your food the best way you can. And when it becomes an issue, I understand about the stores moving. It has nothing to do with theft. I think it's got something to do with management and money. I mean, a lot of theft probably comes from within at the top side of the whole deal. But that's the question of the day. But one of your callers called in, and the lower caller behind me talked about it, Eastside Corey, about how they're interested in getting rid of, eliminating some of the human population. And he's so correct. If you look at Bill Gates. The depopulation. Bill Gates is called, that's right. So what they're doing, Bill Gates, you see all of these 5G headquarters. They got one coming in Wisconsin right now that's supposed to be the biggest in the world. This data center, and they down there fighting it right now to keep it out of there. But by the time they get through with all that, the heavy lifting done, it's gonna go in anyway. Mm-hmm. Bill Gates is behind all of that, brother. That 5G thing is deep, man. This data stuff, the stuff that they have to use to process the electricity and all of this kind of stuff goes through our water system. Right. And guess what? Bill Gates is a madman. Mm-hmm. He's a madman. So the people are fighting it. Anytime you see Bill Gates and Gore, you remember Gore, right?
Right, the one that was talking about the global warming.
Global warming, right? Anytime you see them two dudes fighting, something wrong with that with this data thing. This thing.
The
hey,
data
man, look here. They done already looked at the data system. They done already looked into the future and said, "My God, what are we going? I'm going to talk like them now. My God, what are we going to do with half of these with these miserable human beings? They're going to be on government assistance because technology will take their jobs. What are we going to do with?" And you got some brothers saying, "Well, yeah, we going to come up with a plan." As a matter of fact, my people would definitely bite on this telephone and tablet idea. So listen, they've already and allow it to come into their community. So they've already looked in the future, 50 years from now. The smart cities. There you go. So what we got going here now, man, and now, the young kids don't understand what me and you talking about. They're fighters. They haven't. Some of these young kids never seen a bus transfer. I found a bus transfer, man, and it blew my mind because kids have never seen. They quit doing them in 2015. Right. So a kid that was 6 or 7 then, and you looking at 11 years, he's 17 years old. He don't know what no bus transfer. So it's hard to convince them. So the only people going to be able to push back is people like us and older that will not adapt to what's going on. And guess what? When it comes down to this, you got liberals and you got Republicans. The Republicans is pushing back on the ideal. On letting it go because they want to release regulations. And this stuff will release some regulation, a lot of regulations, actually. Anytime you see Al Gore fighting with Bill Gates, it's trouble, man. It's trouble in the land. Okay, so Bill Gates is putting this stuff up. He know what it's going to do. They done already looked over and said, 50 years from now, what are we going to do with all these miserable human beings? They're going to be on, what are they going to take care of? They got to start eliminating.
It's going to affect the environment through the water.
Through the water, through the airwaves, too, man. Right. Hey, man, but we don't know what the long-term effect is with this telephone on my ear right now.
Right.
We in trouble, man. Bill Gates is a eugenist. His daddy was one. He's one. And his wife. His wife is coming out speaking. She done got a bag and she finna run off. Hey, she done ran off. So she came up, but that's just how it is, man. Bill Gates is dirty, man. He's dirty, and I can see those kind of guys participating in pedophilia in that manner. Now, there was a lot of grown girls on that island, around them islands. Now, every broad that was on the island wasn't no baby, man. I think he had whatever your desire was. If your desire was men, he had some men. If your desire was kids, he had some kids. If it was women, I think it was a variety of what this dude, he could accommodate everybody. He was really pimping over there. So whatever you probably bestiality, could have been animals on the farm. I don't know what they had.
Oh wow. Okay. Hey, anything can happen when you deviant. So hey, it is what it is. But I'll say this. When I see all of these things, when it comes to the Epstein and people now coming out speaking out about it. Bill Gates' wife knew what was going. Like, for her to act like she don't exactly know what took place, I doubt it. Because she was going to trips to Africa. She was doing all kinds of stuff with the foundation. She said she's no longer with the foundation. Like, so what I'm saying is she trying to cut ties because she saw it coming. She saw the writing on the wall. That's all I know. And now she's speaking, and she ain't got no mercy for Bill Gates, because she leaving it open and kind of leaving the idea that he possibly was involved in a lot of these activities. And she probably believed that he was definitely involved in those activities. She just ain't really outright saying it to me when you listen to her conversation. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
I caught an Uber in the evening, and my show comes on. The playback is at 6. It comes on. My show comes on at 6 to 9. The driver was Somalian, and I was just, in the back seat. And so he was listening to my show, and we was talking about what was going on in Minnesota.
What was his take?
No, he liked my show. He liked it. He liked my show. He didn't know it was me, though. He didn't know that the person that was on the radio was in his back seat. So what was funny was I was listening to me and listening to how he was listening to the show. And so I asked him, I said, you like that show? And he was like, oh, yeah, I love that show.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m., live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
Metastatic breast cancer, or stage 4 breast cancer, happens when cancer spreads beyond the breast to other parts of the body. About 168,000 women are living with it today, with Black women at a higher risk due to various factors. Research has led to treatments that help manage the disease and improve quality of life. The Everyday Counts study explores how nutrition and exercise coaching can support women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, sponsored by FidelityWealthManagement.com. Former Jamba Juice CEO James D. White has focused a lot of the last few years of his career on mentoring leaders. His latest book is on the importance of building a strong and lasting company culture. Talking to Bloomberg, White addressed the recent pushback on DEI.
Yes, I think the conversation has definitely changed, but I think the best leaders, at least the best leaders that I work with, they've got a true north. They're very focused on their values, and they know that if you put people first and you create an environment where all the humans get to do their best work, you're going to always win.
White's latest book is Culture Design, How to Build a High-Performing, Resilient Organization with Purpose, and he wrote it with his daughter, Krista White. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. With trade rumors swirling around Milwaukee and Pfizer Forum, the Bucks picked up a much-needed win against the I-94 rivalry Chicago Bulls. Doc Rivers on NBA Countdown about the trade rumors.
Giannis just said everything that we need to hear, that he wants to be a Buck, he loves the city. And that's all I can go by as a coach right now.
And, of course, Pete Nance after the 131-115 win over the Bulls.
Things haven't been going the way we want them to be, but for us to come together as a group tonight and get this win is huge for morale.
Tonight, the Bucks face Zion Williamson and the Pelicans in Milwaukee. That game begins at 7. In college basketball, UWM faces the Detroit Titans tonight at 7, while Marquette and the Badgers return Saturday at 1 p.m. and 11 a.m. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Says man, Tory Lowe. Says man, ooh yeah, Tory Lowe. Says man, ooh yeah, Tory Lowe. Says man, ooh yeah, Tory Lowe. Says man, Tory Lowe. Says man.
This is Tory Lowe from The Truth and at Educators Credit Union. Your money is powered by purpose. Educators Credit Union, community advocates driven to uplift the Milwaukee community with donations to local organizations such as Milwaukee Tool Library and sponsorships of events large and small that take place right here in our own backyard. Make the switch to ECU.com. Insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Also, I got this. I need y'all to get the kids together because it's Black History Month. 1017 The Truth is opening up the mic to Milwaukee's youth, young boys and girls sharing what Black history means to them in their own words. I'll be reading and sharing your submissions right here on 1017 The Truth to the audience all month long. Our voices, our stories. If you know a young person, hey, look, make sure y'all reach out and contact me. Call 833-212-1017. Reach out to the production here. Go online, go to 1017 The Truth to just let me know what young person has something powerful to say. Hey, look, let's amplify their stories together. Brought to you by Educators Credit Union and Tayback Law. Joining me on the lines, advocate Arthur Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Hello, King. All is well. Happy hump day.
Hey, happy hump day. Hey, look, we've been talking about these food deserts that's been going on in the community. And many times you always talk about the herbs and eating healthy and making sure that, we eating right. And you also talk about the parasites and all this extra stuff that goes on. You are highly conscious of what you put in your body. But now they're saying that there's a problem because all these grocery stores is closing down and we living in food deserts. And now I guess the leaders, city leaders, are trying to come up with a plan of action to try to fight against it.
Fight against it or react to it.
I think it's reactionary. Yeah.
Again, I mean, we have to look and see who these city leaders are. They've been there for a long time. We've been talking about food deserts for a long time. Okay, so y'all let them shut down and then rush like it's an urgency. I mean, we have to make sure we're paying attention to who these people is because, like I said, none of them, I mean, if you count them, the majority of them are career politicians.
Right.
We've been talking about food deserts in the city of Milwaukee. And so for the free stores that, again, like Walgreens and everything else leaving, again, it's another ploy on how these individuals are reactionary. Their goal is not to better our community. We're paying the most we've ever paid. We're receiving the least we've ever received. Nothing is being built. Everything is being taken. I mean, make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really have to look at these individuals like they some damn fools because that's exactly what they are. And then we have to realize how big of fools we've been to sit and allow what has taken place to take place. Because downtown, they got little stores that sell fresh fruit and everything else. They're making sure that that's a utopia, the one-stop shop to make it the best for the city.
Hey, all I'm saying is when we talk about urban communities and healthy foods and food deserts, I think we miss out on the fact that has to do with life expectancy. What you put in your body kind of dictates how long you live on this earth. And when you see dialysis centers is popping up, we found out, or I just found out today that it was 33 dialysis centers on the north side. That's what they saying.
Absolutely. But think about it, Tory. I mean, again, like I said, the pharmaceutical industry, when they say we have high blood pressure, when you look at the side effects of what the high blood pressure pills, what they do, what they take out is the kidneys, okay? Hypertension, when you look at the medications, it wipes out the kidneys. So it's not a coincidence, it's by design. And this is why we have to pay attention and, like I said, question. Because when you think about high blood pressure and how they say how many black folks is have that pre-existing condition, a grapefruit will adjust your high blood pressure. You understand what I'm saying? Like hibiscus tea. I mean, there's alternatives, which shouldn't be an alternative. It should be your first go-to because there is no side effects to grapefruits. You can't OD on a grapefruit. It's not going to cause rectal irritation or bloody stool or, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is no side effects. But the first thing they're going to prescribe you, again, when you're looking at the elders and everything else, they'll give them, they take a pill to wake up, a pill to go to sleep, arthritis. They're not giving them the natural alternatives because, again, there is no money in a cure. They're not dealing with the foundation problem. What they're trying to do is give you something that's going to stop you from feeling, just like with any other pharmaceutical drug. It don't attack what caused it. It attacks your side effects of it. You know what I'm saying? Like to stop your body from physically feeling what it's doing, meaning that your body is going to, again, protect itself and take from somewhere else, which is going to cause something else, and then they're going to give you another pill for that. You know, the main thing, again, is the food that you put in your body, the things that you consume in your mind, because, again, your mind is eating too. Ask yourself, what are you consuming? Because, again, your mind is powerful enough to heal you. If you've ever been found yourself not feeling good or feeling good and then go to the doctor and they tell you something, you like, oh, man, now I feel sick. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the mind of the matter. Absolutely. So, again, exercise. Again, when we think about how many parks and pools and stuff that they're closing in our community, it's not a coincidence. It's by design. And these fake wannabe, well, I guess I can't even say they fake because the politicians, they do what they do, which is mislead the people, feed off the people. They're human parasites. You know what I'm saying? That mislead us to believe it's one thing when in reality it's a whole nother one. Again, we talked about, when me and you were running for office, about how many black individuals we ran into who was trying to open up a store and how much red tape they was met with. You understand what I'm saying? The ones who was able to buy a building to try to give back to the community, they were given red tape. But we see Barada, there was no red tape for him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, man, at some point we have to understand that it's not going to change until we change it. When we're talking about the food deserts, it's time to get in tune. It's time to start growing those gardens. Like, we done moved away from the grandparents that came from Arkansas, from Mississippi, from Tennessee. They had their gardens. Nobody is really talking about how big Alice Gardens is doing. You know, we got a couple neighborhood gardens. It's time for you to get in tune and get in these gardens and start meeting people. It's time to go to these farmer markets that they're having and go to meeting them so you can buy your meat fresh from them. Because nothing is pure anymore. You understand what I'm saying? And at the same time, if the medicine ain't killing you, the food is, and if the food not, the air is, and if the air not, your clothes is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we really don't know what the real is for America to be, supposed to be the best place to be, the home of the free, land of the brave, the whatever they call it, the golden pot, whatever it's supposed to be. The worst things take place on our soil. The food is not real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get any. I had a friend that just came from Ghana. It was like the bananas, like everything we have is fake, okay? Nothing is pure.
GMO.
They go over there with eczema and all of these skin deficiencies and go be over there a week and all of their symptoms clear up, Tory. All of them. Every last one of them. because the water is messed up, but we're paying more. We don't own anything. We're paying more, and we're getting the worst thing we've ever got. When it comes to food, when it comes to housing, when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's just, it's diabolical to me, you know. Everything that they just said, we're seeing the total opposite. We're living the total opposite. And one thing that's standing out for me every day is money don't mean nothing. Because, again, they say money buy you a better life. Well, we're being taxed at the highest level that we've ever been taxed. And ain't nothing got better. So money don't mean nothing. You understand what I'm saying? No matter how much we pay into MPS school system, it gets worse, worse, and worse. No matter how much we give the city of Milwaukee, the streets get worse, worse, and worse. No matter, when it comes to the illusion that you can buy your way or that things get better, when you see millionaires and billionaires still dying of cancers and all of these other things, which are parasites, but if you truly get out the, the educated mind frame, you know what I'm saying? Like with the tunnel vision, like this is that and that is this, there's not an ailment on this planet that there isn't a plant that'll cure it, okay?
And a diet.
And I stand 10 toes down on that. I know it for fact. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know, okay? For every pill they done ever gave is something out here natural, but again, they can't benefit off of it. So you won't hear about it, but it's time for you again, like you've always stated. Use your phone and look for the natural things. Because the goal is to get you in these dialysis centers because they know that that's the road of no return. When your kidneys and your liver go bad and start shutting down, again, the reversal. I'm seeing black folks going in there all the time to a point where, again, they telling you even if I had somebody in my family that's on dialysis, they got to pass all type of tests to receive my kidneys, or they can't receive them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even if they family member want to give it to them, if they don't do certain things on a certain list, then they can't get it. But at the same time, the list that they're requiring to do what they claim to be healthy, because we found out that everything that's supposed to be sold at these health stores ain't even healthy. It's fake, too.
Oh, wow. Well, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts on this show today. I've been using that clove on my teeth, and I ain't had a pain since.
Do you hear me? Say that.
Hey, I'm just saying, I'd have let a couple days go by, too. So, well, look, when we come back, I want to get your final thoughts on the show today, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, make sure you tap in all week long as we'll be giving away a pair of tickets every single day to the second annual Truth Community Awards taking place on Friday, February 20th. Last year was fire, and this year we are turning it up even more as we celebrate the unsung heroes who are out here making a real impact in our community. So make sure you are tapped in all week long to the Truth so you don't miss your chance to win free tickets to the biggest and best community awards right here in our city.
My overall experience with Gruber Law Offices has been phenomenal.
The treatment was excellent.
They will be supportive of you. They will listen to you.
It was a great experience knowing that I had people to help me.
I know I could count on them to do what I needed to get done.
Experience with Gruber was great.
They gave me my life back.
It was amazing.
He gets results.
We know how to win. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices had my best interests at heart.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
If you ain't know, I get the pesos. Got a lot of brothers, some of them play bros.
The award-winning 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Milwaukee Panthers basketball. Milwaukee Panthers basketball is back in action tonight as UWM celebrates Black History Month against the Detroit Mercy Titans. Scott Warres has the coverage starting at 6:30 p.m. right here on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. Elizabeth Brown, another powerful conversation we had today.
Absolutely.
Bill Gates' wife is speaking out about allegations of her getting a STD from Bill Gates, and also his connection with Jeffrey Epstein. I think she's kind of giving out, if you really paying attention, if you could read in between the lines, I believe she kind of saying, he need to be held accountable.
And she do too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't new. Like, what's the catch? Because why you coming out now? She was right along with him. She just as guilty as he is. See, something in the underbelly, the tide done changed, and now folks trying to say themselves. So now you going to come out and say, okay, so you knew about so you just as guilty as he is. Because 9 times out of 10, if he was there, where you was at. That's like Bill and Hillary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, again, it's suspect to me. You know what I'm saying? The question is, when somebody come out and say what Simmons did, what did you do? And why? Why now? You know what I'm saying? Like, again, Bill Gates looks like a worm. He running around giving out, you know what I'm saying, that package.
He tried to get everybody to get that package at the shutdown, too.
Look here, man. And you're married to this individual, Tory. I mean, it's one of those things for me. When they point you in one direction, keep your eye on them and everything else, is all I'm saying. Like, we definitely need to be paying attention. But, again, I think that the snake will consume itself. That's what's transpiring right now. A lot of these individuals are scrambling because, like any other parasite, they want to hold on and continue to reproduce. But when you catch them, and it's just like doing a parasite cleanse. You go hard on them for the first, 3 to 6 months, and then you take a break, because then the larvae, that they had is now starting to hatch, and then you go back hard on them again. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, for her to come out, to me, it's real suspect. But again, everybody want to try to stay relevant some way, somehow. But I don't think we falling for it. It's not circulating like it's supposed to. Who's surprised? This is the person that tried to give everybody, again, that package. So I'm not surprised at all that he probably was running around with a gift.
He potentially gave her a package.
Again, when it comes to those type of people, Tory, I mean, there's so many secrets, so many skeletons in the closet. I would ask, did he give it to her, she gave it to him, or they gave it to each other at this point? You know what I'm saying? Like,
shared it on each other. They were sharing. I'll just mess.
But everybody's talking about, again, when they go to talking about, the AIDS, the herpes is real high. Look at these celebrities. These individuals that's supposed to be, they out here hypersexual, with no self-control, passing out the package. But again, the next time we hear it, it'll be about, our children or in our community. They're definitely not in our community, but they talking about the gift that keeps giving, STDs and so on and so forth. So again, yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh well.
They say if you got money, everything will be all right, but that don't seem to be the case.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. You know what I mean? So a lot of y'all thinking, okay, when I get my money, everything gonna be all right. Well,
man, please look at every time you see a celebrity, they it's like Get Out. When they tap into what has taken place for them to get where they want to be, now they screaming and hollering like, oh, I shouldn't have sold my soul, or, I thought it was going to be this way and that way. Again, your energy is the real currency. People want your energy. They don't want to be like you. They want to be you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and the goal is to plant this ideology in your mind, because what we believe, we create. And so that's why they keep us on this fear-based narrative, or, be scared, or it's going to be you and this and that and this. But like I said, we are resilient people. It's Black History Month. I don't want to waste my time on Bill Gates, none of that. Especially talking about
who he gave the package here. Well, his wife gave up some of his fortune to the HBCUs, so that's good for the Black community.
When you dive deep behind the HBCU, they ain't really Black.
Right. They owned by a lot of people that's non-Black. Right.
Rockefellers and everybody else that's producing it, and they still got the white curriculum. So of course,
but the program,
HBCU again. You know what, Tory?
I'm just
another day, another time. But
right.
Hey.
Well, at least some Black folks getting some kind of scholarship or something. It can't be all down the drain.
I mean, like I said, I still don't trust it. But with that being said, King, hey, it's Wednesday. We made it through the middle of the week. Again, you done took the clothes. You ain't having no tooth pain. Continue to take that.
I've been on the clothes for 3 days. I ain't felt
That's all I'm saying.
I skipped out on the root canal.
Hey. Two a day, King.
Hey,
I'm telling you,
I've been on it.
It's gonna be magic. Hey, say less.
Hey, so you don't think I listen? I hear exactly what's going on. I try to. I got a clove stuck in my teeth right now.
That part, and it's gonna do you nothing but goodness. Okay, I promise you that.
All right, Queen. Well, I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual. We got a lot of work to do. I'll talk to you soon.
As always, King. Hey.
All right, everybody that tuned into the show today in Radio Land. Salute to everybody in the chat. Another powerful chat. Salute to everybody in the chat. If you ain't joining the chat, you missing out on a lot. Hey, look, let me tell you something. We got to make sure that we're active listening audience. If it's a food desert in our communities, it's going to be up to us to change the narrative and do what we can to do to make a difference. And it's always up to us. It's always been up to us. And I appreciate those that are active and about that action. Don't forget Friday, February 20th, we got the second annual Community Awards. Get your tickets. Go to 1017thetruth, awards.com to get your tickets. Keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go, and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
The award-winning 1017 The Truth proudly celebrates Black excellence and the